Yes, respected friends, sadhakas, how delightful it is that we are making it every day to sit in front of the Lord, the Guru, the Shruti Mata, trying our best to be blessed by them for our spiritual evolution, not stopping this, keeping on doing with added efforts in trying to do these things more deeply, more sincerely is a sign of our maturity. If we can accomplish that, the thing that has to happen, the unfoldment of the truth self, it will start happening in its time. Welcome. Remember all our 12 Vyaktitvas, Lokasevaka, Dharma Sthapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerana Yukta, and then Shanta Yukta. Then our six sources of blessings are the Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Shakti Tattva, the Devata Ganas, the Guru Ganas, then the Shruti Ganas. All their blessings we have to keep on invoking. Definitely there will be change, improvement. Have patience. Change, improvement is definitely happening with every attempt of our class or sadhana. Sometimes it may be non noticeable, but it is definitely happening. Only thing, as we say every time, the opposite things to our sadhana, if we don't add them, then we are helping ourselves. Now let's join for the study of our Shwethashwathara Upanishad, first Adhyaya Sambandha Bhashyam, Purapakshis Prashna, that the bandha is real, cannot be removed, adhyasa is not possible. Straight answer Guru says here through so many quotations. When all those Upanishads are strongly, vehemently saying there's only one self, one truth, one reality, then how can anything bind anything? This is the fact. And yet, the seeming experience of bondages, they have to be given answer. That is what we are saying. The answer is that is kalpita, that is mithya. In the Ekamevadvayam Brahman, there is no chance of bondage. If you and I are experiencing it, that is because of the illusion, delusion. Therefore, bandhana is not satya. Therefore, it can be removed by vidhimukena, karanamukena, and then adhyasa is possible. It is adhyasa only of the never existing non self on the ever existing self. That is the thing which you have to crack. That is where, in our intellectual understanding, we have to gain the breakthrough. That is where, on the seat of meditation, we have to transcend. So, these subtle things we are being educated in, trained in. Let us see that. But before that, our Sankalpa and Prarthana, before that, for a couple of minutes, as we do every day, some discussion just to lighten ourselves. Now, same thing we just use here for our common sense thought also. Ki Ekamevadvayam Brahma. That Ekamevadvayam Brahma, Anubhuti, that I am that, that is me, is the end of all journey, called as Mukti. Let us be very clear. Now, so simple it is after that, ki why we are not getting that Anubhuti. It's so simple. In place of the anubhuti of that, many other anubhutis are coming to us. They are coming to us because of habits. They are coming to us because we made them as our nature. They are coming to us because we have never noticed it or never knew that it is we who are valuing them. Therefore, they were coming and denying us the experience of the actual self. Then, the lot of notions, lot of wrong convictions, the slaveries, the helplessnesses, that without them I cannot be. In this way, not one, two, three, hundreds of adhesive things are making us adhere to the not experiences, to experience the not self, even though the not self or anything other than self is unreal. So therefore, what is the antidote? So all those things have to be slowly dropped one by one. Spirituality is that only. Denying the not self, accepting the self. That's it. Whether we do it outside sadhana or on the seat of meditation, same thing we have to do. On the seat of meditation, we start it, we get a mastery over that sadhana, then throughout the day we are only in that. Only two things, no three. Denying everything not self and accepting that which is self. Kyunki what is bondage, what is samsara is denying the self and accepting the not self. So simple. Denied the rope, accepted the snake, samsara began. Deny the snake, accept the rope, samsara ends. Isn't it? As long as rope denied, snake taken up, samsara never ends. When we start denying the snake, start accepting the rope, samsara starts to end. Finally, when we realize the only existing truth, the rope, in which there is not even a trace of snake at all, then a trace of samsara also will no more be there. We are liberated. So, therefore, every day these few things we have to do, taking some time for it. A mood create करके a time निकाल के थोड़ा थोड़ा कर सके तो good it is. First of all, strengthen this knowledge through Shastra Shravanam, Adhyanam, etc. Manana Chintana. Which one just now we said? Self alone is real. Experience of it as it is alone is the moksha. हो गया? Now, how much ever we are busy in the world, lot of worldliness, vasanas, आप उससे ज़्यादा लड़ो मत. करे क्या? बस डेली टेक हाफ एन आवर टाइम, मॉर्निंग आफ्टरनून इवनिंग, रूटीन में consciously applying ourselves, these sadhanas we have to do. When we do things routine, there is chance for us to make them for us or for them to become mechanical. बिना mechanical होने देते हुए keep doing few these things. Little tougher, but करे क्या फिर करना ही पड़ता. One, when we sit on the seat of meditation, take all the vastus, whichever seen by us or known by us or possessed by us or used by us. Okay, take one by one. So kursi पे बैठोगे, टेबल पे बैठोगे, all of them, all vastus. Then focusedly on them. Say these three, four things. This chair or whatever I am using, it is actually Paramatma only. By itself, it has no independence. I need not be attached to it. I am detaching from it. I am detaching from it. I am detaching from my reality given to it. I am detaching from my slavery to it. बस कहते रहना. Just like with faith in doctor, we just medicine. Medicine works. दवा लेना अपना काम है, वो काम करेगा. This is the दवाई लेना. Take the objects one by one. In whatever the way you say, they are unreal by themselves. I need not give them reality, importance, or value. I should not say that I cannot live without them. I need not be a slave to them. Generally, all vastus, particularly the vastus to which we are really addicted to, it can be whatever. Everyone will have different. जिन वस्तुओं से मेरा बंधन है उसका आपका नहीं होगा, आपका जो है मेरा नहीं होता. So in general, all vastus you take, then detach from them. Idea is detach from them. For detaching, these are the things. It's unreal. It depends on me. I don't depend on it. I can exist without that. I need not attach to it. Whichever you can do or say any of these things, you say it. Objects. Keep doing it. Few months. Don't ask. Then what will happen? Objects will be there. Vyavahara will be there. But the objects won't disturb us. What is the sadhana we are doing? We are wanting to experience self. The obstruction for that is all these things. Practically, we are trying to deny them by devaluing them, detaching them from them. Okay. Simultaneously, also, two more things we can do. To these objects, I am neither the owner, nor the possessor, nor the enjoyer. Then what? I am the Sakshi of that. I am the Sakshi of that. I am the Sakshi. Then the higher sadhana within itself is the nature of these Sakshis. Unqualified Sat, unqualified Chit. Unqualified means pure Sat. Like Sat plus objects is objects. Objects minus objects name and form is pure Sat. That's called unqualified. That unqualified Sat Chit is this nature of Sakshi. And this Sakshi is I am. So वस्तुओं को लिया. If that sadhana that I am the Sakshi of it, nature of Sakshi is this, is not possible right away, never mind. At least detaching from them, practice can be done. Maximum it has some utility value, some vyavaharik value. More than that, I need not have the memory of it, the thought of it, the attachment to it, the inclination towards it, the ownership towards it, the possession towards it, any reality value given to it, necessary value given to it, compulsory value given to it. I can't live without it, wala thought. They are all not required. Take one object and do it. You get an idea of it. Then all objects. To such an extent, which may take some months, that when the objects are remembered in the mind or seen by senses, maximum it may have the vyavahara or utility value, but it's not creating any strong impression in our mind, disturbance in our mind. You know, then the next levels of the Sakshitva to them, the Satchit Atma, which is the nature of Sakshi, we can enter into. See, Vedanta Kehna, every bulb glowing, fan moving is a hint for the presence of electricity. So, to every experience, every thought is a hint for the presence of the self. You know? Electricity can never be perceived or experienced. Self can be and should be experienced. How to do? This is what. That because of which the objects are there. To catch that, objects are denied and subject is reached. Okay, then come to the next thing of the people. Same thing we have to do. Remember one by one person. They are in my life because of their prarabdha, my prarabdha, total prarabdha. More than that, I have no expectation, no detachment, no slavery, no attachment, no slavery, no bondage with them. So she is my wife. Her prarabdha, I have to be her husband. My prarabdha, she has to be. The total prarabdha are 100 times. That through us, these children have to come. Through us, these neighbors, this prarabdha had to exhaust. Through us, the relatives' prarabdha had to exhaust. That is what is happening, which is not in our control. That's why it's called as prarabdha. You know, we do some murkhata and our neighbors suffer because of that. It is their prarabdha. Because if we are wise or if it's in our control, we would have not done it. Sometimes some good works happen, both together we do. Some social work, something. So that some, it can be a sadhana also, it can be our earlier thought also, it can be clearance of सब ऋण also. इतना ही हमारा उनके नाता है. As a jiva, that person's journey is independent. My journey is independent. Both are heading towards the truth only, but the speed or the station where each one is there, uncertain, unknown. You can't compare. The wife appears to be never attending any Shastra Satsang, but she must have covered all this in earlier lives. Now she is going through the prarabdha called you. इतना ही हो सकता है. Whereas the husband struggling to come to class, study and all, and he is at a zero level still. So this is said only to say that need not compare, but say that both are individual seekers of the truth. Apna apna. But why are we together? For this prarabdha, mutual, individual, samashti. It gets on getting exhausted. जब कोटा खत्म होता है, anything can happen. She can leave him, he can leave her, both can. One dies, other leaves, other dies, both die. All of them are what have to happen, that will happen. There's nothing to be serious about it. Same with parents. See, every possibility is there. Children, parents, both living. Son is 75, my parents are 95. Oh, that cases also are there. Son is 10, the parents already died. That case also there. Parents are 50, children died. वो भी case है. No children, that case also is there. Understood? So in this world, seeing so many specimens, we have to understand that anything is possible. So with the parents, with the children, same thing. Like with the wife. Individual prarabdha, total prarabdha, mutual prarabdha. And while maintaining that relation, learning the art of dharma, learning the art of loving others, learning the art of tolerance, learning the art of forgiveness. These are all the mind stability creating ways of living life. So that's also part of sadhana. So for this sadhana, for this exhaustion, only the relation. More than that, as we did it with the objects, detach with the people also, detachment. Again, the common sadhana, I am Sakshi of all of them. Whether they are outside gross, whether they are in the form of thoughts in the mind. Then the nature of Sakshi is the Shuddha Sachidananda. 5 मिनट 2 मिनट डेली करना होता है. Our problem is what? We are irregular to class. We don't have the clear knowledge of where we have to achieve or what we have to achieve. And about all these things, we are worried more than we are concerned about what sadhana to do. A peculiar personality ours. Neither surrender to Guru and listen from him clearly and do sadhana, nor know by oneself. अटकते रहते हैं बीच में. So this is the clarity. Same way, take the experiences or situations. तो वस्तु हो गया, व्यक्ति हो गया, परिस्थिति. Every paristhiti is there because of prarabdha, that's it. I am to only watch it. All other upadhis to go through. I am only a sakshi. Whether it is the Vatavarana paristhiti, whether it is the Desha paristhiti, the economic or whatever is political situation, or Bhugola paristhiti, और ग्रह परिस्थिति. अब क्या करोगे, ये परिस्थिति ऐसा है तो. Sometimes it is sukha, sometimes it is vishada, sometimes it is humorous, sometimes it is emotional. अब what is in our control बताओ, है ना. Very funny it is. Your own children. One day they fight and you are worried and you can't do anything because they don't listen to you. And other day they only are again friendly together. Our nothing in our hands. Watch the paristhiti. Like now the elections going on. Paristhiti is hot on election. What I can do? I voter we are vote. That's it. We are not a political campaigner or anyone. अब हो जाएगा मतदान, फिर काउंटिंग होगा, देन रिजल्ट विल कम, देन somebody will become prime minister, then it goes on. ये समष्टि का जो चलना है, ईश्वर लीला चलता है कि ना. कोई आके कुछ ना करेगा ना बिगाड़ेगा. इन द समष्टि कुछ समय ये होता है, कुछ समय वो होता है. लाइक द देवतास रूल सम टाइम, द राक्षसास रूल. अरे बाबा वो चलता ही रहता है. That way, detach from vastus, detach from vyaktis, detach from paristhiti. Daily करना है थोड़ा समय. Then come to our own personal vyaktitva layers. Sharira. Most important. Close the eyes. Become aware of the sharira fully. In this I am there. Unfortunately, like the red hot iron ball, totally not only permeated but fully attached to such an extent that only this body I am, this body only I am nothing other than it. In this type of notion I am there. I have to break it. So to break it, as we did it with the objects, people and situation, with the Sharira also, with hundreds or tens of thoughts, we have to develop the detachment. It is given to me, it is not mine. When it is not mine, how can it be me? It is made up of Panchamahabhutas. It is prone for modifications. One day it will dissolve, but I continue. Already in this very life from childhood to now, in how many forms it went on modified. This has its prarabdha of the roga and arogya. Yeah, sometime I have to take care of it. At the same time, it is an only upadhi. I must detach from it. Anything happens to it, it does not affect me. Ultimately, this sharira is Drushya, I am the drashta. I am only a sakshi. Practice. 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So to go to the prana shakti level. Prana is required for functioning. Yet it is also object of my perception only. It is not me. So the whole thing is detachment. Practice of detachment. And attachment is as aham and mama. Detachment also is na mama, na aham. Yeah, objects are not mine. I am not the objects. People are not mine. I am not the people. Situations are not mine. I am not situation. Sharira is not mine. I am not Sharira. Prana is not mine. I am not the Prana. I am Sakshi of them. Sakshi's nature is Satchitananda, which is very intimate, very deep, very subtle. I have to go towards it. But these things are abstracting. So now I am detached. So knowing and practically doing these things little is better than worried, anxious, and never detaching, involving in them and again frustrated. ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे को, शास्त्र सब पढ़ रहा हूँ लेकिन साधना नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. This is another maya of the mind. So too with the mind. It is an instrument. It is for doing this or that job effectively, but ultimately detached from it. Neither it is mine nor I am it. I am a sakshi of it. This we are doing in our meditational seats morning, after evening. In between, throughout the day, whatever prarabdha we go through, whatever duties we go through, whatever necessary vyavahara we go through. Clear? But these 1 2 hours we do this practice. Once we are master of it, while involving in the world also, which we think necessary and compulsory, maintain the same mood. So we involve in the world, but with the detachment. We do everything, but we are not, what to say, entangled in anything. This art is spirituality. Practically doing for sufficient period of time. Then that so much चिपका हुआ है ना आत्मा और उपाधियां, वो slowly अलग हो सकते हैं. Self and not self, they are so much entangled. We will be able to separate them. In yoga bhasha, it is called a viveka khyati. Today we will see it again. I am the self, sakshi, purusha. These are all not self, the matter. I am only witness. I am not that at all. I thought it is me or mine that created the never existing jiva. Like I thought this fellow is a friend. Just because that in me the never existing friend was born and he is given value and all. Kama, it's all relative. Absolute nahi hai wo. Okay. So to go to the buddhi level. This is the buddhi, its capacities, its jobs, they are done. They are all given to me for these works. With also detachment. So too, the सबसे important is the ahankar. This ego of mine, expressing 100 ways with different upadhi tadatmya. Buddhi say intelligent, non-intelligent, it says. Memory say I can remember, I don't remember, it says. Mind say, it says I am this or that emotional. This ahankar. That also is being witnessed by me. I know this ego is working. Paramatma expressing as so many egos. Amatma Gudakesha Sarvamutashe Sthita, playing the play. Because to play substantially, two individualities are required. So Bhagavan only expressing as that Vritti Sahita Aham here also, Vritti Sahita Aham there also in other Sharira. This Aham, which is identifying with Upadhi and becoming Karta Bhokta, also is not me. I am Sakshi to that. Nature of Sakshi is this one. So, detached from Sharira, detached from Prana, detached from the Indriyas, detached from the Mana, detached from the Buddhi, detached from the Chitta, detached from the Ahankara, detached from the Vastus, detached from the Vyakti, detached from the Paristhiti. Where have we done it in throughout our sadhana? अब बिना इसका ऐसा किए how can the so much entangled slavery type of attachment, how can it go away? Isn't it? Then the mixture of this sharira and the upadhis called as anyonya powerful adhyasa, like of the iron ball and the heat fire, जो दोनों चिपक गए, how can we separate them? Our job is to separate the admixture of the self and not self. Atmanatma viveka. Then I am Atman, not the Anatman. Anatman, if at all is there, is in imagination, projection, maximum vyavahara utility value it has. More than that, It need not be looked into. Like in our house, all the vastus, they have utility value. Some people are emotional about everything also. So they don't throw it even it is broken and all. That is again murkhata. There are some matured people. Utility, अच्छा टूट गया फेंक दो नया ले लो. They are wise people. अदर क्या उसको चिपका के ये वो परेशान होते हैं. हाउ कैन आई लीव इट 35 साल पहले दोज पीपल हैव गिवन मी एज ए गिफ्ट. दिस आर ऑल फनी इमोशनल थिंग. बट वो तो टूट गया ना. अब फिर भी नो उनकी याद में ये संसार है ये. अंडरस्टूड. कोई वस्तु टूट गया फेंको नया ले लो. जरूरत है तो नहीं तो छोड़ दो. वी शुड नो दिस आर्ट. अदरवाइज यूटिलिटी वैल्यू वी मेक इट रियलिटी वैल्यू. बार्गेन में रियलिटी विल बी फॉरगॉटन. दैट इज कॉल्ड संसार. द ग्रेटिट्यूड एस्पेक्ट्स, द लव एस्पेक्ट, ये सब अलग दायरे के हैं. दे आर ऑल रिक्वायर्ड टू कम आउट ऑफ आवर सेल्फिशनेस, केयरलेसनेस एटसेट्रा. अब आई एम क्लियर दैट आई हैव नो सेल्फिशनेस, आई एम केयरफुल अबाउट माई धर्म एंड ऑल. अब ये सारे बकवास करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ऑल बकवास होने. We should know that. मतलब it's the next stage of detachment it is. So we have to do it. All that every day, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Then the other positive, beautiful things. You remember the Guru Tattva, the art of surrendering and prayer, 2 minutes. Our own Swaguru, our own Acharyas, and the Parampara, and the Guru Tattva. I am at your feet. This Jiva is at your feet. Let this Jiva drop his Jivahood, identify with the self. Hey Guru, hey Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, bless. Then remember your Ishta Devata. Again pray to them. Hey Lord, you are there. You have blessed so many words. Faith in you, prayed to you, Upasana done to you. You blessed them for the Abhyudaya, the outer world prosperity. You blessed the seekers with the Nishriyasa, the Moksha. You are capable. So, ho Ishvara, ho Krishna, ho Rama, ho Shiva. Bless me. How do? You know it. But I know that you do it. Therefore, I am praying to very deeply, very intensely. When we are in the mood of that prayer to Guru and God, suddenly we have to become so deep, so intense, full of faith. Like when you talk to your parents when they are in front, how much fully aware you are about their presence and directly talk to them. In that way, the Lord's presence should be felt. Any alambana you take, he may be in your heart, he may be in your puja room idol, he may be in the temple which you visit every day. कुछ भी हो, उस रूप में उसको आधार बनाकर अपना भगवान वहाँ है 100% फील करके then talk to him, tell him, pray to him, thank him. You are the one because of whom, O Lord, this spiritual knowledge I am getting. This knowledge regarding what is bondage and moksha becoming clear to me. This knowledge that what is to be achieved, for that what to do, becoming clear. I am thankful to you. O Lord, thank you. But give me the final experience, eternal experience, ultimate. O Guru, bless me. So to again remember the Shruti Mata, which is the expression of divinity. Shruti Mata is the Pustaka Rupa expression of Paramatma. Isn't it? परमात्मा का ग्रंथ रूपी व्यक्तिकरण ही शास्त्र है. उसमें एवरी वर्ड इज परमात्मा ओनली. ये शृण्वताम रसज्ञानाम स्वादु स्वादु पदे पदे. Didn't we see in Bhagavatam? In Bhagavata, every akshara, every pada is Krishnamayam only. In the Tulsi Ramayana, every pada, every doha is Ramamaya only. So the Shruti is Paramatma Maya. So you can address her. Oh Mother, reveal to me the deeper knowledges, the consequential knowledges. inspire me to do that sadhana. Actually, exactly, let me experience the siddhi soon. So, in this way, the Vyatireka things we have done, Anvaya things we have done, every time we have done the Anvaya. Few of them we explained, the remaining things, even though not said, understand. Like the mana. I am the Sakshi of the mana, nature of the Sakshi is Satchit. I am the Sakshi of Buddhi, nature of the Sakshi is this. Or after doing the detaching aspect for 10 minutes, take up the attaching aspect. No, I am the Chetana, Shuddha, unqualified. I am Sad Vastu, Shuddha, unqualified. As a Satchit, one can live without attachment to upadhis. In fact, living as Satchit, free from the upadhi limitation, is called as moksha. I have to experience it. First, let me experience it. Then I discover myself fitting in everything yet undisturbed by anything, just like Paramatma. तो इन चीज़ों का बार बार अंदर भेजते रहना है. देन द नेक्स्ट लेवल में एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू रियली apprehend that sat, that chit as a concept at the intellect first, then experience के लिए what it looks like if I am sat chit or I am sat and chit alone or just to be. All these things will work and take us to that level. So every day our satsanga will go on, our swadhyaya will go on, our outer duties will go on, our minimum, so minimum. मेंटेनिंग आवर सेल्स जो वो भी चलेगा, मिनिमम नॉट मैक्सिमम. कम से कम जिसके बिना हम नहीं रह सकते उतना ही करना, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. द रिमेनिंग टाइम दीज आर द थिंग्स वी डू आवर उपासना, वी डू आवर जपा. ये सारा देखो, रिमेंबर, जगत को दूर पे रखने वाले साधनाएं हर दिन करना है. उपाधियों को प्यूरिफाई करने वाले साधनाएं हर दिन करना है. भगवान को, गुरु को प्रसन्न करने वाले साधनाएं हर दिन करना है. नॉलेज को स्ट्रांग करने वाला श्रवण स्वाध्याय हर दिन करना है. मेडिटेशन जिसमें एज वी सेड जस्ट नाउ, डिटैचिंग फ्रॉम नॉट सेल्फ, अटैचिंग टू द सेल्फ, ये भी हर दिन करना. When we do them, then the clarities will come. Like anything we do regularly, perfections, clarities come. Here also, as the regularity goes on happening, as the clarity of the practice grows on, then we will be able to see. We'll be able to become more familiar with those states. लाइक पहले दफ़ा आप एयरपोर्ट में जाते हो, एवरीथिंग इज कंफ्यूज. वो इट्स डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड एंड हंगामा ओनली होता है. बोलो कहाँ एस्केलेटर से कहाँ जाओ, कहाँ बैग चेक करो, कहाँ बोर्डिंग पास ले लो, चेक इन करो, इज ऑल फनी. मेरी बट 100 times यू हैव ऑलरेडी ट्रैवल्ड. उसके बाद घर में ही यू गेट दैट बोर्डिंग पास, यू गेट फ्री लैंग्वेज और लाइटर लगेज, एंड देयर इज अदर पैसेज फॉर यू, लगेज फ्री वाले, हैंड लगेज है बस, नो कार्गो लगेज. तो गए अंदर, चेक इन लगेज नहीं है, हैंड बैग है, आपको अलग एंट्री है. यू गो देयर, हैव समथिंग, बिकॉज 15 मिनट है वहाँ फ्लाइट के लिए. देन इट कम्स, यू नो इट, शो एवरीथिंग. इन द सेम वे we should master our meditation. We should master our sadhanas. We should master our vyavahara. Our attention should be on that. As much we try for that, so much we are at right path. अब इनमें से perfections कम होते हैं, don't ask that question. करते करते जाने से जब करने का sufficient होता है तब होने का होता है. Isn't it? May God's gurus, all of them, bless us that we become clear in this way, in every aspect, and do everything with full conviction and practice, and that should enhance our confidence. In that way, confidently, clearly, regularly, We are walking on the path spiritual by knowing and exactly doing what we know. That's it. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजमोदविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेक विदम भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम। ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यविमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध मोक्षप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति एकता धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्धानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन शास्त्र साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये मोक्षार्थं श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारं अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। प्रथमोऽध्यायः शांति मंत्र। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ संबंध भाष्यम। Yesterday we were seeing the quotations almost from the Upanishads. The quotes were over as quoted by Shankara Bhagavan. In all of them, what is said is the oneness of the truth or the reality. Therefore, in one, no chance of bandhana. If there is a bandhana, that second must be there. In that absolute one, when the second is not there, and if we are seeing the second, it is only imaginary or projection. That thing we have to crack. The sense of otherness of the ornament from the gold, the sense of two-ness, that the gold is different and ornament is different, and the sense of reality given to the ornament, and the sense of forgetting the gold. These are the four things we have to crack. Ultimate is there is nothing and nothing, nothing but gold alone. But imagine projected an ornament, fascinated by it, given reality to it. Then the gold is forgotten. Actually, hai gold waha. Gold in another form and name is called ornament. What happens? Ornament is real now. Paramatma in the form and name is whole world. But now the world is important, world is real, world's interactions are real, world's gainings are real, relativity in the world is real. This is delusion. We are holding on to it by all means of wrong convictions, regular practices. Breaking that is sadhana. And we do it with our relations of the things and beings in the world. Delusory relations we have, and we go through sukha dukkha sometime, and suddenly one day you get fed up of that person. You do the opposite vichara of it. Dekhte, that object or the person gone away from us. उनका मेमोरी भी नहीं रहता हमको, पहले भी नहीं था, अब बीच में क्या था? ओनली इट वॉज डेल्यूजरी. पॉइंट क्या है वो? एट द टाइम ऑफ delusion relativity, some vyavahara might have happened. It might have been experienced, but that doesn't assure that this delusory relation is real. किसी ने हेल्प किया मेरे को, अब वो फ्रेंड बन गया, और उसको फ्रेंड के द्वारा ही इज बिकम फ्रेंड एंड ही हेल्प्स मी, आई हेल्प हिम फॉर ए लॉन्ग टाइम. Help is going on, that is an experience, but still that friendship is only delusion. We defined it, जो help करता है, the friend in need is a friend indeed. These are all vyavaharik dharma, not spiritual. And remember, always the outer world we see from what we see ourselves as. We ourselves have become Jiva and Deha, therefore everything else appears to be Jiva and Deha. We live at the relative life, therefore we think others also relative, and then we relate with everyone. These many delusionary shackles are there in us. Like about the food, we have 100 delusionary shackles. ऐसे ही बैठना चाहिए, ऐसे प्लेट होना चाहिए, इसी में ऐसे ही तड़का मसाला डाल के रखना चाहिए, और इतने वैरायटी होना चाहिए. सब बकवास है. बस जब भूख लगी, like an animal, eat something, that's over. They have no samsara of all this nonsense. But you don't do you think, listen, no, we are grown up, we are cultured. What is growing up and cultured? Eat like buffalo, but in a more sophisticated. What is Vedanta spirituality in it? What we value that? अब सारा ट्रेंड ऐसा ही हो गया. इन दिस होल लाइफ इज गॉन. हम कपड़े पहने, कोई है धोती लुंगी पहन लो, खत्म बात. नहीं, वो सूट बूट कोट होना है और अंदर दम घुट के मरना है. अब किसने गला कहा? यू नीड 4 walls and छत फॉर प्रोटेक्शन. थाउजेंड थिंग्स वी ओनली ऐड टू दैट, द इंटीरियर, द डेकोरेशन, द डिजाइन्स. अरे यही तो मोह है, यही तो संसार है. एंड वी बिकम स्लेव टू इट. वी कांट लिव विदाउट दैट. है कि नहीं? हाथ के पंखे से लटकने वाला पंखा आएगा, लटकने वाला पंखा जाकर कूलर आएगा, कूलर जाके एसी आएगा. अब इसका कोई एंड नहीं है. एनीवेयर यू कैन स्टॉप एंड एनी लेंथ यू कैन एक्सटेंड. हाँ, पंखा है हाथ वाला. नहीं तो पेपर से ऐसे करते जी, बचपन में नहीं किया था क्या हमने? न्यूज़पेपर या कुछ हाथ का पंखा ऐसा कर ली, हो गया. टिल द टाइम वी स्लीप. Bodies are also not so stupidly sensitive like us now, like today. थोड़ा गर्मी हो भी गए तो नींद आ जाता, कोई चिंता नहीं. Till my 15th year age, there is no fan. फैन देखा ही नहीं. बहुत बाकी सारी चीजें आपको भी पता है. आई एम टेलिंग हाउ वी create delusions and become slave to them. An example given. All that is discussion is what? Ekameva advayam brahma. No bondage possible. For bondage, the two-ness is required. Two-ness is only delusory, but that is given reality. This is one aspect. Sometimes for prarabdha, for vyavahara, for sadhana. The second thing may be temporarily for the sake of sadhana, it is accepted. Upadeshadayam vadaha, as it was seen in our Mandukyadi Upanishad. Doesn't mean that it is real. We should differentiate in the utility value and the absolute reality. Don't make the utility is absolute and forget the absolute. हम करते हैं, नहीं करते नहीं है. As I gave you example yesterday, when you board the bus, only utility value with the bus and the conductor. Not that बस को फिर खरीद लिया या रोते गए बस के बारे में, अटैच हो गए या कंडक्टर से, नहीं होता हो. So 90% we do. That's why that 90% of our vyavahara doesn't become samsara. But that 10% is enough to make 100% samsara. We are not able to leave anything. That is why it is real, appears to be real. We can live the reality, but unreal we are not able to live. That's why today in our introduction class, भगवान ने हमको ये meditation सिखाया. Consciously करना उसको meditation कहते हैं. So all these Upanishadic quotes are over. Again, just I both browse through, you will just feel what is said was that only. What was it? देखो कि न तो तद्वितीयमस्ति एकत्वं कुतो विदिते वेद्यन्नास्ति एकमेवाद्वितीयं भाषारम्भणं विकारो नामधेयम् एकमेव सत् न इह नाना अस्ति किंचन एकदा एव अनुद्रष्टव्यम् मायां तु प्रकृतिं विद्यात् मायी सृजते विश्वमेतत् इन्द्रो मायाभिः पुरुरूपयीयते इत्यादि वाक्यैः. In all these Shruti authority Vakya, Paramatma Ekameva Advitiya वो prove किया. So that answers that Purva Pakshi's question. That the bandhana is real, it cannot be removed. The answer is bandhana is unreal because the bandhana is possible when there are two, or two are not at all there in the absolute reality. Because it is not real, it can be removed. And the bandhana is there and going on happening because of the ignorance of the one without second self. Now study Upanishad, discover the self which is one without second, then free from the duality, free from the bondage. That is why it is said, in the ignorance of the one without second self only, the secondness is projected, then the mutual relativity called as bondage. देखो ये delusion कितना पावरफुल है पे जो नहीं है को इमेजिन करके नहीं है से है को बाइंड करता है. Isn't it? This is the delusion. Like that spider egg. वो खुद ही बनाता है अपना जाल और उसी में वो घूमता रहता है. Everything. I start my company and I am lost in it. I have my children and I suffer because of them. I only instead of happily staying married and suffer as husband or wife. हम देखो खुद ही फंस कर दुखी होने का आर्ट हमने बहुत सीख लिया. Everywhere it is that only. वही संकल्प करता हुआ जाऊंगा करे और गया तो everything is disappointing, frustrated there. Then मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था कि ऐसा होगा, मैं सोचा ऐसा था. These are all कल्पना ही ना, प्रूव हो रहा है कि नहीं. Anything other than self is imagination projection. How much ever poetic you make it, how much others live life like that, it can't become real. अब 10 लोग मिलकर उस सांप का अलग अलग वर्णन कर रहे हैं. कोई कहता है थाईलैंड वाला सांप, कोई कहता है चाइना का सांप, कोई कोबरा कह रहे, कोई ऐसा. हाउ मच और देर इसके बट इज अनरियल. रियल इज ओनली रोप. Anyone who doesn't see rope as rope only will do all this imagination. All the beings in front of us are also ignorant of the self. Therefore, they are in a delusory life. We are studying Shastras. We are touching the truth at least intellectually. So our approach, our way of looking the world at must be different now. So these many quotes are given. Reality alone is real. That reality has his Maya Shakti. With that, all the world is projected on the reality only. This is an answer to the one who is seeing the world, not seeing the reality. For the one who is seeing reality is Ekamimadvayam Brahma Anubhuti. कर रहा है ना फिर वो हमारे तरह व्यवहार या और तुमको दिख रहा है ऐसा व्यवहार है, उनको अपने आत्मा में ही है वो. How can he be in Atma when he is in Vyavahara? Oh, it तो संभव है. That is what you also have to achieve. I gave coffee to that great realized and he had it. What is the difference between him and you? For you, coffee is bhogya vastu. You are bhokta. They are different. For him, the coffee, the cup, the saucer, in the coffee, the ingredients, the hand which is holding it, the tongue which is tasting it, the mind which is recognizing it, the buddhi which is deciding, ये सारे एक ही आत्मा के अनेक व्यक्तिकरण. He is in that experience. So for him, the experiencer and the experience to do experiencing is one Paramatma. That's the meaning of Brahmarpanam Brahmami Brahmagno Brahmanautam. सब ब्रह्म ही है, सब राम है. Tree is Rama, branch is Rama, roots are Rama, leaves are Rama, fruits are Rama, flowers are Rama. My Rama has capacity to express like that. He is expressing without himself changing. I am recognizing it. So, ये सारे कहना, as I am telling you, to some level intellectually we can go. At certain point, intellect gets blocked. Then the intuitive intellect we need to get. That comes only with the pure heart. That comes only when we do Bhaksharanagati to Guru and God, only when we do Prarthana. With that intuitive intellect, where you are blocked, there you get the answer. ये मैं unnecessary में फंसा था, अब मुझे accept हो गया. We all need to get it. Till that intuitive special anugraha comes, intellectually to some level we go. Beyond that we can't. And spiritual sadhana is never intellectual. It is beyond. Naisha tarkena mada. To some level it is, but वो आगे तक नहीं आएगा इंटेलेक्ट. एक दायरा होता है इंटेलेक्ट का. Beyond that is intuition. That is why the upasanas. वो जो transferring from Jagrat to Nidra, we don't do it. We surrender, it just happens. So too from Swapna to the Jagrat. The threshold point of how we are entering to Nidra from Jagrat, how we are coming out of Nidra into the Jagrat, or from the Swapna to the Jagrat, you cannot pinpoint those points. Because at that time the ego cannot be there. And ego and intellect, they go together. जब कभी इंटेलेक्ट काम कर रहा है तो अहंकार है, जब भी अहंकार है उसको दिमाग से काम करना है. दिमाग का एक लेवल तक यूटिलिटी है. You try to sleep consciously, you can never sleep. You have to just drop it and it happens. So you can't command the dream. Arrival, ending of the dream. इसलिए कहते हैं ध्यान हो जाता है, किया नहीं जाता है. प्यार किया नहीं जाता है, हो जाता है. दिल दिया नहीं जाता है, वो जैसे गाना है, उसने परफेक्ट लिखा हो. But that is a beokufi because your vasana, somebody usava. Here the positive things. Upasana to Bhagwan and Guru Prarthana, in their divine grace, it just clicks. Like somebody, राम भक्त इतना राम उपासना कर रहा है, इनको हर जगह राम दर्शन दे रहे हैं, इज इन आनंद. एंड आस्क हिम, भाई आपको कैसे हुआ? आई डोंट नो. बस हो गया. एंड हमको होता नहीं वो. Somehow that bhakti to parents, whatever they are, more rakshasas parents than children. Still these children have love to parents. The other fellow, the parents are like devatas, the children are dusht. How do you love your parents? How, even though your father is a drunkard, your mother lazy, never cooks, 24 hours she's in front of TV. You only cook and give them. I don't know, but they are my parents. I have to serve. Work, I say, I don't know. Are there cases or not? Some houses, servants, the owners are dushta rakshas only. They go on scolding. But still the servant, I don't know, but I serve him. That's it. What I am talking is something beyond intellect. Now, let us see what is it. इत्यादि विर्वाक्य ही हो गया. गीता में भी यही बात हो रही. दो श्लोक गीता के कोट करते हैं. बढ़िया. What is that? 4th chapter 6th वाला. अजोपि सन् अव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वाम् अधिष्ठाय संभवामि आत्ममायया. Isn't it? Ajaha api. I am unborn. Avyaya atma. Unmodifiable. Bhutanam Ishwaraha. I am the boss of all the Mahabhutas. Still, Swam Prakriti Madhishtaya. Taking my own Prakriti Maya support Sambhavami. Swam Prakritim Prakritim Swam Adhishtaya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. So I put the cover of delusion consciously, Maya consciously, then I express as the Krishna or Rama avatar. Who am I basically? Ajaha, unborn. Avyatma, unmodifiable. Vya means modification. Bhutanam Ishvara. I am the Ishvara. Yet, I, with my Prakriti, Maya, put on myself. I Sambhava. He is not Bhavami and Sambhavami. I was there, I express in special form, not Janma Prapnomi. It's not born. Like in Ramayana also, भाई प्रकट को पाला. जन्म नहीं हुआ उनका, प्रकट हुए हम. जन्म लेने में प्रकट होने में अलग है ना. जो नहीं होता है वो आता है तो उसको जन्म कहते हैं. जो ऑलरेडी है अभी दिखने को हुआ, इट्स कॉल्ड प्रकट. है ना. व्हेन यू कॉल योर सन फ्रॉम योर बेडरूम टू द किचन और डाइनिंग हॉल, तो उसने अब डाइनिंग हॉल में जन्म लिया कि प्रकट हुआ. He has not taken जन्म, वो था कहीं था, इधर प्रकट हुआ. सो टू द प्रकट होना और संभवामी सेम मीनिंग. तो आत्मा या स्वाम प्रकृति अधिष्ठाय सम्यक भवामी. अजः अव्ययात्मा भूतानाम ईश्वर. Then this श्लोका I can talk for 2 hours. अब भाष्य से पढ़ो तो और भी 2 minutes we'll say, or 1 minute. One is ajaha, means at this level Parabrahma is ajanma, undying Parabrahma Tattva. The moment Avyatma kaha, immediately you can understand he has come to the level of Ishvara, where he has become aware of his Maya Shakti, but not influenced by it. Now, third level mein, that Maya has become Panchamahabhutas and Panchamahabhuta made a Srushti. Of that he is now Ishvara. That's the meaning of Bhutanam Ishvara. The pure Brahman, where the Maya also is not separate from him, is Aja. Brahman recognizes Maya Shakti, now he is called as Ishvara, is called as Avyatma. Now, with the Maya Shakti expressing as the whole universe, he is the Ishvara of that. That's called as Bhutanam Ishvara. तीन हो गए. अभी अब चौथे लेवल में with my own Maya Shakti and what is called here as Prakriti, he as if taking some limited upadhis in a limited surroundings, I express there for a khel, for a definite purpose. That is the meaning of my avatar. Therefore, because I am born as son to Devaki Vasudeva and growing in this Gokula for Yashoda and I am not their son. Well, who am I? Then I am that Bhutanam Ishvara. I am not even that. I am Avyatma. I am not even that. I am Ajaha. Sachidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave. So, Parabrahma is not born as Krishna, that Parabrahma is forgotten or modified or changed. Is only he took Sambhavami. I expressed, I manifested for a work, that's it. Without forgetting my original self. Same way, Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha sthitam. देखो, Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu. I am one undifferentiable thing in everything, being in everything. Yet, as if iva vivaktam iva chastitam, as is separated. In fact, in me, the Rupanama are projected. Basing on Rupanama, I am as if separate is imagined. परमात्मा में रूपनाम का आरोपण करके रूपनामों के दृष्टि के कारण वो परमात्मा कभी भी अलग नहीं हुए, दो नहीं हुए, उनको अलग और दो के रूप में we start looking at or seeing it. Like the Bhumi is always one, but we only imagined it is in the form of the continents or the nations, and then we start calling them as like that. It has its own utility value, but Bhumi is never two. Bhumi is one only. Road is one only from here to there. But then we call it a Gandhi Road, Patel Road, and all of that. Road is एक ही होता है. So in the same way, avivaktam cha bhuteshu vivaktim vacha sthitam, said in the 13th chapter. The pure Sachidananda Paramatma is common substratum in everything. But that what you call it as everything is name and form. When our drushti is on that, then it appears to be different. Everywhere, like three children you have. Common noun, they are my children. But if we give value to gender, then a मेरी बेटी है और मेरा बेटा है. Other value you उम्र का, the more you give the preference to the differences, then differences you will see. बड़ा बेटा है, दूसरा है, तीसरा. All are your children. काल के अनुसार elder, second and third. Daughter or son. Then education के अनुसार he is studying doctor, he is studying law, she is studying this one. But basically common is they are children. Everywhere it is so. All are Indians. But state wise, language wise, religion wise, अब क्या क्या डिफरेंशिएशन होता है. अविभक्तम च भूतेषु विभक्तमेव च स्थितम, है कि नहीं? So what is that common denominator in all beings is pure Satchidanand. But we don't see from that standpoint. वो अभी हमको आदत नहीं हुआ. We have only the habit of seeing from the Upadhi standpoint. Therefore, the jati, dravya, guna, kriya, from this drushti when we see, the whole world is different from each other. But if you see from jati, niti, kula, gotra, duragam, nama, rupa, guna, dosha, varjitam, desha, kala, vishay, ativarti, eki brahma. That's why in our today's morning meditation also, we have discussed this. How to slowly detach from and see undifferentiated self. Then that self alone is there in every form. Sat alone is appearing in the form of this room, this wall, whatever things that are there. That state was in, this Prahlada was in that stage. Therefore, for him, everything Narayanamaya. A vision again, वो अपने उनके पिताजी को नहीं है वो. He is so egoistic with himself that he is not able to see God, denying to see God. अगर है तो मार देंगे भगवान, वो ऐसा है. But for Prahlada, in all the rivers, the trees, the birds, the animal, are where I can't see anything other than him. This fellow, I can't see him. Just like when our own mind, when you have not solved that puzzle and when we have solved it, imagine the difference. When the puzzle was not solved, it is so chaotic, confusing. बोल रहा है वो बंदा, अरे इसमें दो हाथी है देखो करके. कितना भी देखो हाथी मेरे साथ है, दिखता ही नहीं हमको. And the moment he gave some hint, ऐसा देखो. The moment you see the हाथी, अरे रिवील हो गया. Hathi was always there, but our vision was not perfectly tuned, so we couldn't see. Now it is. So too, whole world is permeated by the truth alone. नजर ठीक करो तो भगवान दिखेंगे. दृष्टिम ज्ञानमयं कृत्वा पश्येत ब्रह्ममयं जगत. Right? Now we will see Brahma Purana quotations. Again to tell this along with this some sadhanas also. Good ones. A good refreshing course. All in all, even though we are not started on chapter 1, yet we are reminded only of the truth and the two most important aspects that every outer inner karma should be antakarna shuddhi ke liye, and shuddha antakarna should meditate and realize God on the basis of Upanishad. ये तो पक्का है. ज्ञान से मोक्ष, कर्म से अंतःकरण शुद्धि. बिना अंतःकरण शुद्धि ज्ञान will not come, and only by karma and अंतःकरण शुद्धि moksha will not come. Moksha is only through jnana. Jnana cannot be with Shuddha Antakarna. Shuddha Antakarna cannot be without karma done as karma yoga. But karma directly will not give moksha. This picture तो अब clear हो गया. अब इसको हमें we have to do the churning of it. After that churning, the precipitate. Then that apply. Therefore, what am I doing 24 hours? Am I living according to this knowledge? Then we are sadhak. Knowledge class में रख दिया और खुद continuing like a samsari, then we are not helping ourselves. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnamevāvasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends. Let us keep invoking Ishvara Guru Kripa and our own Samarthya Prayatna ability so that lage raho bas chhodna mat. Wow, thank you for your patience. What a wonderful people you are.